It's the end. NBA brought to you by 2K Sports on this very special Easter Sunday. Here we go. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Bulls. And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. 5 to shoot. Here's Cunningham. Porzingis with the block. They recover it. Brooks misses. And the Bulls with possession. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Back to Doncic. The putback. And Sarr pulls it down. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. And it's Detroit's ball. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. 6 on the shot clock. You know, Tim, one thing you hear about Cade Cunningham is his leadership skill.
Yeah, Kevin, he is very mature and unselfish. While this team definitely revolves around his play, he doesn't make it all about himself. And that is the difference. And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Cunningham with it. Back to Booker. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Bulls. Trailing by 2. Pass to Alexander Walker. Screen by Porzingis. Offensive rebound. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And we talk about how long Buzelis is. There, he showcases it on the offensive glass.
Here's Sarr. Brooks outside. Pass to Cunningham. Fires for 3. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
That's 20% now from the field. What a cold start.
Doncic outside. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
Booker in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
Well, you can't lose sight of Booker. That time he floated into the corner.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Williams. There's the 3. Porzingis. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Knocked loose. So it's Detroit now.
Oh, that was slick right there. Great timing to come up with that. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
The Bulls leading. Outside Williams. Back to Doncic. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Pass to Booker. Lets it go. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Booker's got 5.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now, here's Doncic. And stolen by Sarr. Out to Brooks. There's the triple. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Booker outside. Pass to Brooks. Back to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And Sarr pulls it down.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to Sarr.
Cunningham on the wing. No one near him. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
Well, that is a beautiful release from Cunningham. He's got that jumper dialed in.
They set the pick. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Will not drop. He's shooting 3 for 8 and not happy about it. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Pistons leading by 4. All right, Legs, follow me here. You look at the rise of teams like Detroit. There's a lot to be said for having young legs.
Well played, Kevin. Well played. And look, today's game exacts a physical toll. And if you think of it, that's especially true when you're playing a team like the Pistons. They play fast and they hit hard. Yeah, that was an easy one. Cade has every shot in his bag.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Black.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
Detroit with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Wiggins outside. Yabusele up top. Pass to Melton. Lets it go from deep. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And here's Ivy. Yabusele, the screen. Here's Melton. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
Oh, those kinds of unforced mistakes will drive any coach nuts.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, Kevin. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Kevin?
On the rise. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Connects on the 17-footer.
Assisted by.
And the Pistons lead by 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Middleton for 3. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And how smooth is that jumper? Middleton making it look easy from the corner.
Pass to Landale. On the wing, Wiggins. They set the pick. Back to Landale. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Now, he was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
Back to Middleton. George sets a screen. 1 quarter in the books. It's been a close one so far. The Pistons on top. Up 3.
17.
And we'll get going after this from United Center. Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here, as we get underway once again. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
Well, coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's Doncic. The rebound by Ivy. Pistons leading by 3. To the paint. It's sent back by Edey. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. And it's Melton, top of the key. Here's Yabusele. Buzelis grabs the board. Now the Bulls with it. Down low. Edey. And the dunk by Edie.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Ivy with the bucket. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Wiggins.
Wow, that is just great defense right there by Williams. He is so good at altering shots with his length and activity.
Here's Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it, but hard to bet against a talent of his caliber.
Now here's Cunningham. He has 6. Williams with the block.
Well, Williams is one of those guys that nobody wants to see in their face. He is a determined defender.
Here's the screen. Here's Landale. Can't connect from short range.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Doncic outside. Shot clock at 5. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the Pistons making a change here. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Both teams will make substitutions. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. He gets it in there. Cunningham's got the game tied up here for Detroit.
With his 6'6" size, Cunningham is so tough to get off his rhythm off the bounce.
Good on the triple. Alexander Walker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. You've got to fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And you just knew Cunningham was going to respond with a 3 of his own.
Pass to Buzelis. Clock at 6. Another shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Whether he's off ball or on it, you just love what Buzelis brings to the floor.
And after years of disappointment, the Pistons, Tim, finally seem to have put it together.
And I think the key for them has been blending in the right amount of veteran leadership with their emerging young players. And I'll tell you what, this team still has a lot more upside.
Brooks with no one around. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Pass to Alexander Walker. Screen by Porzingis. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. To the middle. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, Cunningham is confident running these sets. He just knows how to break down the defense.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Chicago trailing here. Now Black. Still yet to score. The three from Johnson. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Back to Booker. "13 feet away." Again, the Pistons good for two.
And Booker is so good from the mid-range. His jumper looks like it's going in every time.
Pass to Edey. And stolen by Booker. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Now Booker. Back to Brooks. Now here's Cunningham. 11 points in the game. To the inside. And stolen by Booker. Jones, no one around him. That three off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Stolen by Brooks. Fires the three. No good that time.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Here's Black. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Johnson for three. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
A strong catch and shoot option. Opponents will learn you can't give Johnson those kind of looks.
Pass to Booker. Lets it go with the three. Edey with the rebound. And here's Middleton. He has five. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Slippery play by Middleton. Comes off the pick and goes on the offensive.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Pistons trailed by 4. Cunningham looking around. Pass to Brooks. Just 5 on the clock. Cunningham with it. George picks him up. And Yabusele wide open and he shoots. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Screen by Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Showing why he's an elite talent. Porzingis making difficult physical finishes look effortless.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
Brooks outside. Pass to Booker. From deep. Devin Booker, 3 right down the hatch.
And Booker gets that shot off so quickly.
Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any two-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
And here's Cunningham after Luka Doncic hitting the 3. Three-pointer. Cunningham's shot is off.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Now, here's Doncic. 15 points in the game. Cunningham with it. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
Booker, no good.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Back to Doncic. Launches it. Ball stolen. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Cunningham. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Trey Johnson.
And what you respect about Cade Cunningham is that he puts his team on his back. He does everything he can to deliver whatever they need.
Now, here's Doncic. Johnson outside. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first half. Back to Doncic. Jacks up a 3. They get it back.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
It's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Bulls. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And Chicago has possession. 4-point game. Over in the corner, Williams. A three-pointer, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Brooks outside. Back to Ivy. Pass to Yabusele. Porzingis with the steal. It's Williams with the drive. And Williams with the stuff.
And what a move by Williams. He put his head down and drove straight to the rim.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Here's Ivy. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ivy's got his second basket of the night.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Here's Doncic. Doncic powers it home.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, boy, he is almost unguardable.
Pass to Melton. Shoots over Alexander Walker. Driving the lane. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And this is what you want Ivy doing. Attacking lanes to the rim with confidence.
Now, Alexander Walker. A three-pointer off the mark. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Ivy. Count it. Good. Ivy's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, all systems go here early on. That's 3 in a row since Jump Street.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Oh, from ultra close range, Doncic.
Pass to Yabusele. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Back to Melton. Inside. And finished off by Yabusele.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Here's Doncic. Good, nice job down low. Doncic has got 21.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Melton. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
To the middle. Here's Bruce-Ellis. Williams with a clean look. It's good from long range. Williams has got 5.
And let's not forget, J-Dub finished in the top 10 in three-point percentage. I say that puts him in an elite category.
And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Detroit making a switch here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And it's slammed in by Jones.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, guys. What Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, "I just see what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot is going in or not. There's a lot to think about and then decide." Back to you.
He keeps them guessing. Allie, we thank you very much.
Well, he made a couple of shots early, but since the half, he just can't seem to find his rhythm.
And a wide open look for Saw. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Pistons trail by 5. Here's Ivy. 9 points in the game so far. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the big fella, Alexander, showing promise. Great, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
Tim, when you think of the players, which players come to mind as setting the bar for a high basketball IQ?
LeBron James certainly at the top of the list. Nikola Jokic, I would put Luka Doncic in that category as well. IQ means you have the ability to understand defenses and where your 4 teammates are at all times.
And for some it's natural, and for some they probably got to work at it, correct?
You got to work on it, but I think it's critical if you really want to separate yourself from the rest of the pack.
Back to Sarr. Pass to Jones. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Not a standout part of Sarr's game, but good work recognizing that opening in the defense and making the right read.
Now Black to the paint. George. And George with the stuff.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Here's Booker. Strong finish inside from Booker.
Yeah, absorbing some contact. Booker with great body control.
Black with it. Now defended by Sarr. And the dunk by Edey.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. At the elbow, it's Wiggins.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Chicago leading by 3. Middleton on the wing. Pass to Edey. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Edey's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get them. High percentage at the rim.
And that one's good. Wiggins
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Black with it. Jones covering. And a strong finish with two hands.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
When you have someone running point who's also a factor at the rim like that, it's a huge advantage.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. That free throw, good from Black. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. They trail by 6. And it's Anthony Black with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Back to Booker. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And that's just too good offensively. Booker knew the whistle was coming, and he concentrated to make sure he got the basket to go.
Tim, one of the most dangerous scorers in the NBA, Devin Booker.
Well, he is smooth, Kevin. He makes it look easy, but developing that kind of offensive skill set is anything but.
It doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
Sarr in the post. Over Looney. Sarr's shot is off. The Bulls leading by 5. Buzelis with the ball. He has 5. Pass to Black. 5 on the clock. Here's Barrett. The Bulls need to get a shot off. Buzelis' shot is good.
Buzelis showing a little bit of everything with that quick release.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Pistons trailed by 8. Cunningham outside. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Alexander Walker on the wing. The 17-footer. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, the combination of size and skill make Cunningham tough to defend.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
And we should also mention their work on the perimeter. They have found quality looks from deep, and they have knocked them down.
They play the clock right, they can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Down low. Black with it. Now defended by Cunningham. Here's Barrett. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And the thing I love about Barrett in watching him, he plays with toughness and determination.
Pass to Wiggins. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Screen by Wiggins. Intercepted. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. And Barrett slams it in.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end.
And so it's Chicago in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling...
The Pistons, 68.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Pistons trailed by 8. Booker outside. Here's Brooks. Out to the wing. To the inside. 6 to shoot. Pass to Booker. Here's Jones. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And you got to respect Booker. I mean, he's added to his game every year and becoming a more willing passer.
Picked by Williams. On the wing, Williams. Lets the 3 fly. And Jones pulls it down. Now, here's Cunningham. Here's Bonner. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Luka Doncic.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Chicago leading by 4.
What determination from Doncic, pushing his shot through despite some stiff defense to draw the foul. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Cunningham outside. Pass to Brooks. Booker left side. George with the steal. On the wing, Doncic. Back to Alexander Walker. Williams looking around. Back to Alexander Walker. On the wing, Williams. Second shot opportunity. Here's Porzingis. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Now off. Oh, Luka Doncic. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Brooks outside. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Pass to Williams. And then Williams slams it in.
Man, Jalen Williams auditioning for the dunk contest. That was nasty.
Now, here's Cunningham. Back to Booker. Doncic with the block.
The anticipation is there for Luka on defense.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. Here's Williams. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Well, whatever his coach said to him at halftime, he heard it.
And here's Ivy. Up top, Milton. Back to Ivy. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
Doncic from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
Here's Melton. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
And if you give Luka just a sliver of daylight, this is what you get.
Pass to Melton. Three-pointer. Chicago grabs the miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Doncic. Down low. Here's Edey. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Booz Ellis. The rebound by Yabusele. Broke loose.
But it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
Here's Ivy. Got a hand on it.
Making good use of his length. Booz Ellis able to track down the block that time.
First free throw is good. So nice to see Jaden Ivey back in action, Tim, after suffering that broken fibula last season.
Yeah, Kevin, he was just hitting his stride when he had a very difficult injury. In particular, he was upping his shooting percentage from the field. Now he's looking to continue that momentum.
Jaquez outside. Here's Middleton. Landale grabs the miss. Pistons trailed by 12. Now Ivy. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Yeah, nice job right there by Ivy, keeping his head up.
Doncic with it. Outside for George. Beyond the arc. Drops in the tray. And the Bulls lead by 13.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
Substitution on the court.
Pistons trailed by 13. Cunningham outside. Brooks outside. Now here's Jones. Here's Cunningham. Off target at the rim. Doncic from deep three-point land. Oh, he hits the deep three.
That's Luka magic. Taking a difficult shot from deep range and making it look easy.
Oh, the dunk.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
And here is Doncic. Outside George. It's stolen by Jones. And the layup is off. Chicago leading by 13. Doncic. Impressive work inside from Doncic.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Cunningham. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham. A talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
So it's Chicago now. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Hawkins. Doncic outside. There's the pick. Throws it down. What an assist!
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Now Zon. Up top Booker. Here's Cunningham. Clock at 6. Brooks outside. And the 3 misses. The Bulls leading by 15.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Chicago.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
And they pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Luka Doncic.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Now Zon. Got it to go off the glass.
And really with a pass-first mentality, Cunningham, the type of player that you like to play with.
Doncic outside. Johnson fires, and he does not hit. Off target from outside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Pistons ball. Detroit substitution, number 28.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to